Hi there friends, and welcome to my new gameplay series of Songs of Syx. I'm Icon, and this game is still very much in early access, and this version is 0.54, so I don't know how long this series will go. I'm going to explore what the game has in store for us as thoroughly as possible, and build some nice little, large town. We're not going to build a little town, we're going to build a large town. That's one of the wonderful things about this game, it's really massive. So to get started, we need to select a grid for our town. Like these blue grids here are going to show where my actual map will be. And for today's run, I feel like I want to live somewhere near the water. I want to do that. And we're going to... no, that's blocked by terrain. Too bad. I would like to go into that little area there. But no, we're going to... plus work in progress bonus. Interesting. I don't want a work in progress bonus. No, I'm going to live here. There we go. So looks like we receive a work in progress bonus for settling on a river tile. Okay. Be that as it may, early access. Still enjoying the game a lot, even though it's early access, because it's really a very promising thing here. So that's our map for our town. I can now select where we're gonna start, and I do like the fact that there's a small body of water down there. So I'll definitely settle there and expand towards the river in the future. But for now, I want to start out here, because this enables me to live off of fish, and that's a very nice start. Okay, so let's check this out. The topography map here shows the white dots are animals. The rest is pretty easily understandable, I'd say. So yeah, we're gonna settle near that pond. Alright, I'm making sure that there's wood in the vicinity, there's stone in the vicinity. Very good. So I'm starting out with a few resource collector spots. I want a spot where we collect wood. The yellow outlining marks how far those collectors will go. And I'll also pick up some quarry people. The blue marked grids are all stone. Here it's way better visible. Here's just a very smallish amounts of stone. But I want to collect those because it's in the way of my settlement area anyways, and yeah, stone is necessary. So the first... oh, alright. We got saber-toothed tigers in the vicinity. I'm not amused. I hope they're not as dangerous as they are in other games. So, to begin, I'm gonna drop down a few farms. I always like to start out with a couple of farms. So 3 of them. 8 on 8 is a nice grid, and fertility 97%. Very nice. Because 8 on 8 is exactly the amount which is keeping one farmer busy. So that's why I like that. So there's another mushroom farm there. So post it down like that. Here we are. Mushroom farms need a wall around them, so we need to install a door. I'm selecting this here, and there we go. Construct. I keep explaining a bit more during this playthrough because I feel like it might be interesting to people who are completely new to this game. I made a tutorial, but well, a few things about this game are quite confusing, and therefore I really like to explain a lot here. So warehouse. The warehouse is the spot where I'm going to store my resources. For now, we're only building a small one, and I'm not gonna keep that one for a longer period of time. For a warehouse, I create more doors, and we need to install crates. Crates will store my wares, obviously, and I'm going to place down a few of those. So here we go. So I got a storage capacity of 1,400. That's good. So that's that, and let's finally get the time flowing. I just wanted to have the first really important work orders down. This pack of saber-tooth guys there is really shocking me. Okay, so I'm whipping up those guys to bring in some wood. I'll increase the amount of woodcutters right away, because I know from experience that we need more than that. Alright, let's go to max speed. So right now my folks here are preparing the farms. Okay, Entelodont. Ferocious four-legged animal. Okay. If you say so. This is only a meager start. The early game is a little bit slow, that's why I keep recruiting now people as much as I can. This brings me more workforce. Sure, I'll need more food and I'll need more sleeping spots and everything, but you need as many hands as possible to get all that work done. Because there's just so much work. If you don't hire more people, you'll be suffering a lot. Or it'll take forever. It's not that terrible, but alright, so the first farms are being finished, and so is the warehouse. I'm stopping to recruit more people because I want to wait until the warehouse is completed. Because right now I have a hard time finding out how much food I have, because I don't have any storage. I only have these piles here, and that's not really descriptive at all. But instead, as soon as the warehouse is constructed, we're going to store all those things inside there, and then I'll have a precise readout how long my food will last and all these good things. Alright. So there's winter, snow's falling. The art style of this game might be quite simple, but I started to enjoy it more and more the longer I played it. I mean, the closer up you get, the more detailed it is, and well, considering that this game is made to be played in a massive scale, it makes sense that everything is a little bit minimalistic. Okay, so now the warehouse is completed, and now I'll assign crates to certain goods. So that's food, and that's stone and wood. We're gonna need coal too. That's cotton, also important. Those eggs, I don't need them that much right now. We're gonna bring up metal or pelts. And furniture, fabric. And the other things here, well, as soon as we get them. As soon as we get them. So now we can check out what kind of food amount we have here. So people are carrying that stuff now into the warehouse, and now I have a readout where items are lying around. Okay, so that's enough food for 5 days. It's summer, and we're going to have a harvest, no harvest this year. So to stop my people from starving, we're gonna whip up 2 crates of fish, and I'll assign a fishing spot. I could have done that a lot earlier, I think. Just forgot about that. So here we go. And let's bring 4 workers to this place and see how much food they'll produce. And if there's gonna be more trouble with that topic, I'm gonna be bringing up some hunters. Okay, so the utmost basics have been dealt with. So the next thing is we need roofs over the heads of our people. So let's bring up a carpenter's workshop first. That's where we are going to craft some furniture. So, but now it's time to think about how and into which direction this place will grow. Definitely not into this direction, because that's map's end. So we're going to expand into these directions. So I'd say I'll found a city core around this mountain. That sounds like a solid choice to me. And then maybe do more agriculture on these green fields here, because the big benefit here is there's no wood I need to remove beforehand. So yeah, that means I'm gonna work into this direction. I just want to know into which direction the carpenter's shop should be built, because right now I'll just build a very small one to keep the resource needs low. So just a 6-on-6 building, that should be enough. And place down a workbench and an auxiliary station to increase the efficiency. I always increase the efficiency as much as possible because, well, I haven't looked it up yet, but I would assume that efficiency is directly influencing my work speed. So as we see here, people are very, very unhappy. Let's check out why. So, immigrant. So they're unhappy because we had too many immigrants, I guess. Well, that'll solve itself out. The Cretonian people are quite easy to keep happy because they prefer wooden structures, and they like the easy life, and they don't hate you too much for problems they are in the early game. So yeah, as we notice here, I'm already out of wood. So these guys here produced 154 wood in 1 year. So let's increase the amount of workers by another digit, and let's see. So most early game colonies are extremely hungry for wood. So I'd say I'll even increase that to 8. And let's accept a few more immigrants here. My Cretonians are growing more and more unhappy, but well. That'll all be sorted out in a moment. It's a pretty rough transition phase until you have your first dwellings. So, but now the carpenter's store is finished, and now we can design our first humble abodes. So let's slow down the game to a normal pace here, and well, people don't need to sleep on the floor anymore. So let's put up a dormitory, and I'm going to put up the dormitory into this vicinity here, because I feel like that's where a lot of workers will reside. So let's do a 10-on-10 dormitory first. Hear that snoring of hardworking people? So I want to see to fit in as many beds as possible. So that's 18 beds. Let's see, can I smuggle in a few more? No, not really. But 18 beds is already pretty good, considering that I have 31 people in this place. So let's put up a few knickknacks to increase the coziness. This should increase the happiness, and there we go. And this will consume insane amounts of wood again, but well, that's just something they have to accept. And once this room is done, I'm going to duplicate it, of course, because we need 2 of those. So let's check out how does the fish production work here. They produced 30 units this year. So let's bring up 2 more fishers. I think with this, I should be able to sustain the needs of my people here quite easily. Then we're gonna bring up a few more farms, and then everything should be fine. Fine. Meanwhile, I'm still not gathering enough wood. But it's still all the first year, and therefore my readouts are only showing what has been done this year. They can't compare it to the last year. But, well, the first few pieces of furniture are being crafted. I just don't want to overstress my workers here, because if I start building too many different buildings at once, the resources would be stretched out even more, and that's something I definitely don't want to do. So the quarry here is featuring kind of like no workload at all, so I'm gonna delete that. Alright, so there's only a really scarce amount of stones around here, so I'm going to bring up the next quarry there. Since I want to kind of like build my town center around this stone here, it might be a good choice to harvest those stones away to open up the this area for building plants. What I really like about this game is the large scale things are reaching. Right now we're just a tiny settlement. Going to put up a second dormitory as soon as possible, but these are the most important things to begin with. But one thing I can do while we're waiting for the construction is I'm gonna see if there's ore anywhere on the map, because we would get a blue outlining. Yeah, here. There's some iron ore. And apart from that, nothing in the closer vicinity. Well, maybe I'll get lucky and we'll find some deposits down there at some point. The game randomly gifts you these deposits at some point of the game, so there would be another iron deposit for the colony, or for the city, much more. So this is the closest iron deposit here, and it's really not that horribly far away, considering the direction I want to build my place. It's just without iron, we won't be able to do anything in the further future of the game. So the woodcutter is still featuring a 100% workload. That's good, considering that nothing is getting done in time. I'll just put up more woodcutters. I mean, why not? Because it's obviously all falling short on the because of the wood. Food is working out quite nicely. I'm not sure if this is actually beneficial, but yes, they 16 jobs available. I don't trust these guys that there are really 16 jobs available, but okay, so since the dormitory is now only not being finished because there's no furniture, I'm going to use the wonderful room copier tool, and we're going to start to... Oops, didn't want to copy that one. I'm going to start and copy those farms. And I think we would be better off thinking about where I grow my cotton soon too, because cotton is very important in general. Alright. There we go. So let's create a nice farm for cotton, because this is a pretty important material for later too. Isn't that cool? Gonna see. So let's create a really big farm there for 3.1 farmers. No. Shrink. 2.9 farmers. That's better. Just don't want to overpressure this place. Alright, so let's see how many pieces of furniture this carpenter can create. Definitely not enough to finish the dormitory in time, but well. At least I'll create some stockpiles of wood this way. So they created 30 pieces of furniture the last year. So I'll just put up more workers in there, because later I won't be needing that many pieces of furniture. But for now, it's really, really important to just go crazy and expand as quick as possible, because every dormitory will need furniture. And, well, a lot of other things in this game will need furniture, therefore, just keep going. So, people are unhappy because they're dirty. Well, I can't understand that. Alright, but, in order to do something against that, we'll need metal. Because, a bathhouse needs metal. Or let's check. I don't think I'll be able to bring up basins without metal. Yeah, no chance. So metal can be either created by our people themselves or imported. I'll prefer to create it myself because I don't want to trade right now. Okay, but I don't mind that the dormitory is taking a few days longer, because this way I'll just be able to do some other things, like creating a necessary stockpile of farms. Oops, don't want to copy that farm. There we go. Let's copy one of those mushroom farms too. Just want to make sure that we're never short on food here. In this game, farms only produce food during the fall season. Well, that's kind of logic, isn't it? But that means that I have to put up stockpiles for the other seasons. If anything goes wrong, I'll just go and hunt something. But for now, I just avoid that because I don't want to use those precious hunting resources for no reason at all, basically. Okay, so these farms here are all now set and done, and the dormitory will be finished any moment soon. Any moment too. Because the furniture must be ready, and then I'm gonna copy that thing and just create another one, and then another one, and then another one. It's just how this game works. Things escalate so quickly. That's why I like it. Ah, look at that. Our first real sleeping area is going to be finished. Yeah, those knickknacks really made it more complicated to build that room, but I don't want to stop with that because we're going to use the same tool here and just copy those rooms, and that's why I wanted to have at least a pretty cozy blueprint for a dormitory, you know. Alright, so here it repeats, and well, not sure. My food is also quite low because in order to gain food you need to invest food. So my fishing outpost is also not working out too good here. So we're going to put up a hunter here. Bang. This will solve the whole food problematic. And hunters also are quite useful because you gain pelts out of that, and pelts are necessary for clothing, and well, clothing makes people a lot happier. So our small hamlet is turning slowly into a village. Slowly but steadily. A few people are already finding a roof over their heads. That's a really good feeling, you know. It's a wholesome feeling to see that those poor guys are finally having a home here. Yeah, there's coal. That's good. Coal is something we're going to use later, of course, for the metal production. but more of that at its certain time. So I'm going to put up one worker into the warehouse, because this will have one person always busy with hauling things. Maybe I had more food than I thought. It was just no warehouse worker assigned. Who knows? So that's a good start, though. So now food is no problem at all. I think it's because the first harvests are kicking in and people are sated. Okay, so turns out my workload is not nearly fulfilled. That's also because my woodcutters are done with this area here, I see. So that's something I really would wish for in the future of this game, to have some readout warnings which tell me, hey, your workstation here and there is suffering from an insanely low workload efficiency. Do you want to change something about that? Because sometimes it's really hard to conceive. I guess the carpenter here is just not working as hard anymore because he's out of wood. But that's only my assumption. So let's bring in all the lumberjack boys and gather more immigrants. Okay. So this year they are already on 59, 60 pieces of furniture, I'd say. So that's exactly the double amount of last year. So far, at least. Still, it's way too slow to be happy about it. But, well, that's the reason why I didn't want to put up 2 carpenters, because if you look here, well, I put up the sentence, it's a bit wrong. If you look between the population and the workers, these guys do have a lot of problems with getting the necessary work done. So there's almost no workload for these guys, so I'll stop that. It's no use if they can't bring up a powerful workload. Why should I bother? Okay, so I'll wait until that last dormitory is finished, and then that's what I call a good episode 1. So there's one more thing we could do. Let's pave some dirt roads. I always feel like dirt roads are a wonderful way to show an early form of civilization in your town. Like, and also this will keep people busy. They hate it to be not busy. There we go. And just some roads between the farms. There we go. Makes everything look a lot nicer too. And since there's nothing to do before the furniture has been crafted, you can also prioritize a job. So let's do this here. Okay. Now they'll prioritize that above the other things. Alright. Wonderful. So, yeah, between the last dormitory and this one, I increased my population enough to need a third one. So you see here, that's how this game works. With the expansion of my little hamlet here, we always have more need for living rooms, but that's enough for one episode. So, what's that icon? No jobs. Ah, I see. This... Wait a sec. Whatever. Thank you so much for watching. We're going to continue that during the next episode. Leave a comment, leave a like, leave a subscribe. I'd be very, very happy if you could leave some help on this video. Apart from that, I hope you had a great time, and enjoy your time, of course, too, and see you soon. Bye-bye.